side, my brother. I just want to live, cause I can't live. I don't want to know what I like. It's so good outside. Me, I know they let nothing to worry me. I know they let nothing to bother me.
Angas me anxiety linda. Angas me anxiety linda. Ignegi access to VIP. Wanna say kanya ma flesh with nana. How nothing is lying. Say nothing chola ne groupie. Ufuna beko no nami. Nyala. Say nothing chola ne groupie. Ufuna beko no nami. Nyala. Isn't just a pillow.
Call me, yeah. The little man now fuck you good. Better you fuck somebody else. Call me, yeah. Can I say the boy need it? Like when I say your pussy too good feel. Better you fuck somebody else. Call me, yeah. She want a real gangole. She want a big long body. Call me, yeah. Call me, yeah. She want a big bang belly. She want a big bamboo, yeah. Big bamboo, call me, yeah. Call me, yeah. Me just want you get in a element. Below it, scare me, be the president. Since you can't free, come show me the evidence.
Man getting high till I fade out. Keep the vibe no pure on my way out. Pull a balu, anytime we step out. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look us, we know they house. No they see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, said the maga don't pay out. Okay, oh. See, I'm ahead of them, I shoot at you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, me know me, you go collect, oh. See, I'm on a me, they lead, I shoot at you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, me know me, you go collect, oh. Cheers to my friends and click. When I call them, I all pulling up. We strapped up with the guns and the swords and things. Bring hell to anybody who try to test me. I'm your dad, I'm your uncle, I'm your popsy. I be old man, no go, they call me Gen Z. Bread and sea, steady giving them up, what you love for. They can never near me. Ask my lover, just go. My own my wife, don't show. I'm on my polo white, my face show. Sweet boy for life, you don't know. You're serious, babe, they worry my phone. You done this up for back, you don't know.
I don't want you to the waste.
I'm supposed to know how the thing go. Man, until I fade out. Keep the vibe no pure on my way out. Pull a body, anytime we stay past. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look for us, we know they house. So they see the mullah, we don't pray.
I don't want you to the waste my time. I don't wanna wait till it's all over. This life is a gift from the Most High. That is why I'm thankful for all I have. Cause the fast life really ain't all that. So now I try to be pure of heart. No be like say I know this shit no man. I just get better in job. Waiting I see for this life plenty. I keep on for my belly. Roller coaster. People be like Eddie. Roller coaster. Life now. Roller coaster.
I go away. If not 10 years, he go there.
waiting my wire. All of my you to find. Eat your banana like monkey, body sweeter than turkey. Slowly roll it down like close me. No, they take on far from me. Shorty go down, down for me. Waiting go so far, now money. Girl, no, but that's all of me. You're too short and tough for me. All over, all over, all over, all over, all over again. Where you are, no be like sorry.
Man's like DJ Kelly on the ones that just hold it right there. We're gonna check the vibe, check the energy, because we are young, we are wild, we are free, and we're here to have fun, even as we boldly speak on extremely sensitive matters. So again, I'm gonna ask, if you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show that you're happy and you know, clap your hands. All right, I'm going to do it again. If you're a virgin and you know, say, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're a virgin and you know, say, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're a virgin and you know, and you really want to show that you're a virgin and you know, say, oh yeah. This guy is quiet right here. Shout out to each and every one of you. Of course, we're here to speak matters sexual health. And for our guests, it's an honor for us to just have your presence. The fact that you're able to spare some time to come and speak to the youth means a lot to us. One thing we've agreed to do is, number one, we want to speak boldly, without fear, without favor, with an open mind. So that's one thing. The second thing is we want to speak unapologetically. So guys, yes, when you're taking your pictures, you can use filters. But when it comes to addressing matters, sexual health, do not filter anything. Speak it out. Let them hear your pains. Let us erase all the chains when it comes to breaking barriers on matters, sexual health. And number three, which is very important, and that's the reason why we have this extremely extraordinary ladies and gentlemen joining us, is the fact that we want them to speak accurately. It's very important because the world, even the dictionary and the internet, is filled with so many myths and misconceptions when it comes to matters sexual and reproductive health. And that's the reason as to why we're more than happy that, of course, you know, Chambogo University gave us this time and gave us this space for us to have a safe space where we can be able to utter matters sexual health. So yes, to the Dean of Students, thank you so much for having us right here. And of course, this could not be possible if the people, the good people at Reproductive Health Uganda did not see to it the importance of having youth and the importance of having us speak to issues when it comes to sexual health. So yes, RHU, thank you so much for thinking about the youth over and over and over again. Even in times of COVID, you did not let us aside. You spoke to us and you did so extremely well. So thank you so much. And of course, the incredible people from the Ministry of Health. What could we do without you people? They've always said, where there is wealth, the other thing that must be there is matters to do with health. So yes, from the health department, from the health ministry, we do recognize your presence with us. It's only right that we get to open this inter-university dialogue. Remember, the hashtag to use is getting it right, hashtag RUDUG23. Without saying so much more, allow me to take this honor to invite the Dean of Students to speak to us. Madam, please.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good morning to you all.
Watch out, wait, watch out. We're going to do that again. We're going to do that again. We need some energy. Guys, you're not in your late 90s. No, we're young, we're wild, and we're free. We're going to do a vibe check again. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands. All right, that's the energy. That's the energy we need.
Good morning to you all. I am not seeing smiles, so I expect to see your faces light up when you're greeting me, so I want to see some white. Good morning to you all. Maybe I should do it better. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome to Kyambogo University. My name is Bridget Mugume, the Dean of Students, Kyambogo University, and we are so honored to have all of you. Our guest of honor, Dr. Jessica Nsungwa, Executive Director, Mr. Jackson Chekweko, hope I have pronounced it right. Students from different institutions, staff members of Kyambogo University present, my dear students of Kyambogo University, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kyambogo. You are very, very, very welcome. As we think through unpacking the complexities of sexual health and getting it right, it's important to note that sexual health is an essential aspect of our overall well-being. It encompasses physical, emotional, mental, and social well-being about sexuality. Understanding and addressing sexual health effectively requires a comprehensive approach that considers various factors that we'll be talking about today. Let me take this opportunity to thank Reproductive Health Uganda for intentionally working with institutions of higher learning, because reproductive health is a major area that affects our students. Today, I was telling people who came in office to pick me up that it is the first time my daughter is going to see me talking about sex. I have a daughter here at Kyambogo University. When she saw me come up, she started looking down. I'm going to introduce her. Please don't feel shy. Rina, my baby, stand up. She's in her first year doing BBA at Kyambogo University. And I am very, very, very grateful to Reproductive Health Uganda because it is going to break the news. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for choosing Kyambogo University. I am sure we are going to have a productive discussion today. Like they said, no secrets. Rina, I am not going to hide anything. Please get a pen and write. I wish you God's blessings. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much to the Dean of Students, Madame Mugume, and of course to Rina. Do you have a pen or should I give you mine? I have something here for you. You have to take a lot of notes. Yeah? Yeah. We said no secrets. We are breaking chains. We are breaking these things. We are doing everything today, and we are doing so accurately and boldly. It's at this juncture that I get to invite the Executive Director of Reproductive Health Uganda to speak to us as well.
Hello? Yeah, good morning. Our guest of honor, Dr. Jessica Nsungwa. 2 weeks ago, she qualified to be the grandmother of maternal and child health. She was given that honor in a very prestigious convening at Munyonyo. You're most welcome. Our Dean of Students, it's a pleasure connecting with you. Other leaders of the university's present student leadership from the various universities across the country, our dear students, my seniors from Parliament, our members of Parliament, you're most welcome. We are so honored to have you. My colleagues from the respective partnerships, my friend James from Rahu, my sister from UAF, and other partnerships, my friend Bernard, who has come all the way from Bali, from Hope Bali, and other colleagues who are in the audience, the fraternity of RHU, the Brigade of Youth, and all other people who have made this day possible. On behalf of Reproductive Health Uganda and all the partners who have worked with us in the convening of today, I want to welcome you. You are most welcome. Today we are at Chambogo University, and it is going to be a blast. What is it going to be? It is going to be what? A blast. Madam Guest of Honor, every year, Reproductive Health Uganda, in partnership with other organizations and in support of various universities, we dedicate one day where we have the inter-university dialogue, where we bring together students from the various universities in the country in one room, in one compound, and we discuss sexuality. Something which affects their life so much, but sometimes we don't do enough to speak about it, to address the concerns they have. So this is the moment. This IUD, I think, is the 8th. We've been to Makerere University. During COVID, the moderator was mentioning, we were in the University Faculty of Engineering Hall because of the social distancing. Last year, we were in East African University in Kasanga, and today we are in Chambogo University. Madam Guest of Honor, the young people you see are very eager to ask you the hard questions. The people who are seated in front are ready to receive those questions. We have members from various categories of government. We have members of Parliament who want to listen to what the young people have to say. We have the university administration. They are here to listen to what you people have to say. We have partners who are willing to support you in that direction. So like the MC mentioned, use the best words. This is a safe space to speak out. What space is it? It's a safe space to speak out. About 3 years ago, I participated in the university dialogue at Makerere University, at the Freedom Square in Makerere. It came at the time when the Parliament had passed a resolution that no sexuality education. It came at the time when the policy for SRH was about to be launched, but it was retrieved back. And the minister who declined to launch the policy was present in that IUD. And I remember one of the MPs saying that, you know, you have to abstain, you have to do this, you have to do this. And one of the young people stood up and said, Honorable, are you free to tell us when you first had sex When the guest of honor, who was the state minister for health at the time, was speaking, she said in her own words that I have been to class, that we have now heard from you, the young people, yourselves. So today again, we are having another engagement where we are having a new, you students, you keep changing every day. Those were the students that time. Now it's you. This is your time. So we are here to listen to you, to talk with you. Madam Guest of Honor, recently they released the Uganda Demographic Health Survey findings, preliminary findings, and we want to appreciate you, and I want to share with the colleagues, the students, that as a country, we did very well. And I want to request you, after this statement, to appreciate the person whom you think deserves the most appreciation. Uganda registered the highest performance in reducing maternal mortality in this country. The person in front of you is the Commissioner for Maternal and Child Health. What a success. We registered very good progress in improving the fertility rates. The number of women who have been enrolled for contraceptive uptake moved from SATA 5 to SATA 9, which was a significant progress. But one indicator that didn't change was teenage pregnancy. For the last 5 years, teenage pregnancy had stood at 24%. 5 years later, the results showed that we are still at 24%. No change. When they say teenage pregnancy, who are the people affected? Isn't it our colleagues? Some of you, you have not crossed 20. So it is you. And at 24%, it means that for every 4 young people, either one is carrying a baby, or is carrying a pregnancy, or was pregnant. Maybe something could have happened to the pregnancy, but was pregnant. You get what I'm saying? So, what has gone wrong? What are we not doing right? What can we do better? Who are supposed to provide those answers? Isn't it you people? Isn't it you people? I know the boys will say it is affecting the ladies, but who causes the pregnancy? Who? Some lady one time, she was talking with her husband, and the husband said, "You are producing too many children." And she paused and said, "What? Do I drink from a cup?" So that is why we are here. For us, we feel that we have buried our heads under the sun. Because people will talk about abstinence, but the challenge still remains. Where have we gone wrong? So those are the discussions. Madam Guest of Honor, one of the other challenges which has been emerging and has been growing is mental health. The Dean of Students, Madam Bridget, maybe Chambogo University, because it is a teaching university, things are better. Not. We've had students who have committed suicide. In my year, I had a very traumatizing experience. I was sleeping in a third floor, and somebody directly from fourth floor jumped and landed down, and I could see from my window. It was a very traumatizing experience. But this was a fourth-year student of veterinary medicine in Makerere. That was some years back. We have recent experiences. We have students who have resorted to drugs. We have students who have ended up having challenges because of issues back home or how they manage their relationships at the university. And those are the issues we want to talk about. So, Madam Guest of Honor, I hope that you will enjoy yourself in this year's inter-university dialogue. And I want to appreciate all our partners who have supported us in making this day. I wish to appreciate Chambogo University for hosting us and giving us this ambience. The ambience of the auditorium and this compound has been amazing. Actually, you are tempting us to be biased to be coming every year to Chambogo. It's a magnificent facility. We have the photo booth. Take time to take selfies because this is your time. I say this all for God and my country. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for the Executive Director, Reproductive Health, Uganda. You've told us about your experience in campus, and you've talked about us speaking boldly and this being a safe space. Could you please, and this is from me, at what point in your life did you break your virginity? I'm just testing. I want to see whether we're in a good space, if it's a safe space, and people are willing to open. Yes.
Yeah, I want to say I have an amazing experience.
Yes.
First of all, I am that village champion who grew up from the jungles of the village. You know it?
Yes.
But I need to be applauded for being alive up to now. But I want to tell you a story.
Yes.
When I entered the university, that was when HIV/AIDS was at its climax. That is in the late 80s,
right.
90s. That is when the Philadelphia broke out the silence. And we had, and I'm happy to mention, we had AIC, AIDS Information Center, come to the university and recruited students. And they took us to a workshop. And they showed us a condom. They put 5 liters of water in that condom.
Yes.
And it didn't burst. I want to be honest. I trusted the condom, and it's what has kept me up to today.
A round of applause for the Executive Director. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. I'm not sure if Dr. Alan can relate, but maybe he can. But yes, it's time from the Ministry of Health. Dr. Alan, speak to us as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a very special way, allow me to welcome first and foremost Dr. Jessica Nsungwa, the Commissioner, Reproductive Child Health, the Commander-in-Chief when it comes to sexual reproductive health and reproductive health generally, for whom I've been serving and for whom I shall forever serve under. Thank you so much for what you gave the country, and may God bless you. Distinguished guests in your capacities, and all fellow young people, implementing partners, I urge you on your future, safe hands, and everyone here in attendance. Good morning once again. Thank you. So my name is Dr. Alan Kasozi, and I work at the Ministry of Health in the Reproductive and Child Health Department. Allow me to read my remarks because that's the culture. Keynote address on today's event. As I was getting invited, the invitation showed that I'm coming to an IUD. An IUD. For some of us who are already familiar with that abbreviation, and for us in the ministry, IUD means, who knows what it means? It is standard. Yeah? Intrauterine device. So I was very excited. I didn't know what it was. Maybe for comparison, it's like if someone called you to an AIDS. An AIDS. Yeah? The first thing, of course, that will come to your mind is that it's about AIDS or something. But I'm glad it wasn't about that. So allow me to read my remarks. I'm honored to be here today to talk to you at the Inter-University Dialogue, IUD, under the theme, Unpacking the Complexities of Sexual Health, Getting It Right. I want to thank everyone here present, especially the young people, the students, for whom this dialogue is intended. I know it's a weekend, there is so much more that you could have done, but you chose to be here. You chose to come and listen in and get information about your sexuality. As some of you might be aware, Uganda has the second youngest population in the world. When we go to the statistics, roughly about every 100 people, 7 people are under the age of 30. And that has got implications. That means that the government is paying a very, very special attention to you. Because whatever is happening around health and all the other social services are happening round about the time that you're growing up in this special age group. As such, we all recognize that this group has its own vulnerabilities and you face a lot of risks. And moreover, also the lifestyles that you are living and all the behaviors you acquire during this age group say a lot about how you're going to turn out in the future. Okay? The outcomes of your behaviors now can affect your education, can affect your employment, and your future social functioning. That's a lot of big words. But simply put, if you invest your time wisely, make the right decisions right now, then you are set on a straight trajectory to life. You will achieve your dreams and goals. If you make mistakes about your life and your education, then the future is waiting for you. And it will be quite challenging for you. I like giving an example of a young couple at campus, boy and girl. It's exciting times. You just ran out of the hands and control of your parents. Here you are at campus, and you're experimenting with this and that, one of which might be sex. To the young girl, if you acquire an STI, sexually transmitted infection, all it takes might be maybe a minute or two of unprotected intercourse. But what are the implications if you don't treat it? Or even if you treated it, these days STIs are very, very resistant to antibiotics. Your tubes, I can assure you, your tubes are going to close. A time is going to come. You'll want to get married, and indeed you will. But you'll be unable to have children. Think about that. Just 2 minutes of fun. I don't know, is it 2 minutes or sometimes it takes shorter? I don't know. You tell me the standard time. But think about that. Okay? Or think about a lifetime of taking antiretrovirals. It's not easy, as the dean says. Okay. So I want to bring to your attention some of the growing health concerns among young people. I've talked about STIs. HIV is growing. The fastest rates, incidences of HIV are happening amongst your age group. So we know that for every 4 girls that are HIV positive, 1 boy is HIV positive. So do not think that because you're still young and because someone looks healthy that you can be reckless. Please take care. Also, a considerable number of university students are already engaging in sexual activity. I'm saying this because I believe everyone here is above 18. And this actually came to my attention as the MC was giving us an energizer and was